Both of these sides still separated by a point. This is actually Leicester's first Premier League draw of the season. Manchester United, for the first time, dropped points away from home in the Premier League. And there they are, just behind the leaders. Still to come, plenty more on BT Sport today. That was a good result for Liverpool.
Yeah, look, I think it's going to be difficult for any team to get near Liverpool anyway. But yeah, as you say, great result for them today. I thought, look, it was a really good game here. I thought Leicester were really good at times, but strangely enough, United, I think, had the better chances. So I think overall, the draw was probably a fair result.
Yeah, I'm not sure whether it was the sherry left in your two veins from yesterday, but we almost came to blows at the beginning of the programme about whether either of these two can win the Premier League. That result, that performance, does it change your mind about Leicester or United's credentials?
No, I think both can, but Liverpool are going to be, you know, with the injury they've had, being top of the table. Great result, as you say, for Liverpool. They're the team to beat. But there's no reason why Leicester City and Manchester United can't challenge. Leicester City above Manchester United, but according to Scorsese, they can't win it. What
did you make of Leicester today?
You've got a game in hand, you forgot that.
Yeah, all right, I'm just saying. I think Scorsese spot on. The save from Kasper Schmeichel from Rashford is an incredible save. You know, the strong right hand, you know, the power. Right, we heard it, didn't we, Scorsese? The way when it hit Schmeichel's hand, I thought United had the better chances. I think United could have won the game.
Paul?
Yeah, as I said before, I thought both teams could probably win the game, but United had the better chances. A few difficult moments for United. I think at Lindelof at right back, I don't think we'll see it again. I hope we don't see it again. There has to be a better option than that. I thought Tuanzebe was excellent when he came on, because Harvey Barnes was a real threat down that side. I thought he was excellent. I thought Tielemans was good. And United really, I thought they were better once they made the subs. I think they left the best players on the bench. I thought when Cavani came on, he was excellent. Pogba made a big difference as well. I think Greenwood on the bench, he didn't come on. But I don't think United are in a position to really leave these types of players out. If they're going to challenge for a league, I think they've got 12, 13, possibly 14 players who can do that. So when you're leaving these better players out, it worries me.
So many games, though, it's hard, isn't it? The games are relentless.
Well, so what? You play games. The best teams, you play the same team. Think of Pep's Barcelona team. He never made changes. He never left players out. They play 60 games a season. That's what you want.
There you go. Let's get some Leicester reaction, actually. Des is down pitch side. Des, who have you got? Yeah, very good. Listen, let's talk about Bruno Fernandes. We were looking at the numbers surrounding him. 18 goals, 13 assists. That's 31 goal involvements in 28 games. Those numbers are mad.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, really, isn't it? How well he's doing. We knew he'd make a big difference to this team when he came in, and it's been said. So as I said before he came, United really struggled to create a chance. He kept possession well, but couldn't create a chance, couldn't score a goal. He's totally transformed the team. OK,
well, let's have a look at his goal, because it was Cavani who came off the bench and made the impact here, wasn't it?
The substitution from both sides were, I think it was 4 minutes later when Cavani come on. It's that run from a deep position as a number 10. Scholes will tell you better than me, but just look, he actually starts as a centre forward in that move there. It's Cavani with who drops into a 10, and Fernandes is now a 9, and the time of the run, the pass goes, he was brilliant.
Yeah, the reverse of roles, as you said there. Cavani drops in nicely. Fernandes, he's a clever player and he's a goal scorer. We know that, as he's proven. He turned into a number 9 there. Great run down the side and lovely finish.
And you could see a bit of frustration actually there from Ollie. If you actually look at the numbers, it's pretty evenly matched. But it's more the quality of the chances from United in the second half were good. Yeah,
they had the best chances. We said before, I thought it was quite an even game. I think Leicester overall probably played a little bit better, probably the better football, but United looked a lot more dangerous than Leicester. And with United forwards, with Rashford, with Cavani when he came on, they're a real threat. And Marshall, obviously, the pace they've got, you expect them to create chances and score goals. And look, they were good today. But Leicester were just as good in different areas.
Let's have a look at some of those missed chances, because a couple of them fell to Marcus Rashford. At the moment, whatever he does on a football field, it doesn't matter so much because of what an incredible 2020 he's had. But he will look at a couple of those and think, that early one especially.
Yeah, the header, wasn't it? Fernandes finds the space as well, drifts out to the left-hand side. The quality of the cross, listen, he's got to score, he'll know that. But, Rashford... once again, Scholes, took his goal well. He was very good today, wasn't he?
He was excellent. I thought he was United's best player. Not Fernandes got man of the match, but I thought he was a real threat today. Look, we know he should score that chance. Sorry, he'll know that himself. He'll be disappointed with that. But overall, I thought he was excellent. He was a real threat, taking people on, running through. And this is a big chance, good chance from Fred. I don't think people at home will realise, but being here, how hard he hit that was ridiculous, and what a save it was. And again, Martial,
again, actually.
Yeah, just a little bit offside when he there, just slightly offside. But there's his finish, lovely goal.
Yeah,
showed great composure after missing that chance as well. It's not easy when you've missed a big chance like that. Your head can go a little bit, but he was fine there.
And Scholes right. The TV often dulls down these amazing moments, and it's so quiet in here. Obviously, the slap that we heard from all the way down there.
Season.
It was unbelievable.
Save of the season.
Power.
The power he hit that shot with. Just going to see Leicester were playing quite a high line at that moment. That touch is a great touch. Then he smashes it.
Oh.
Wow, you could hear it there.
How strong is that hand?
That would have broke my wrist.
Yeah.
Look at that.
What
a save. Save of the season, undoubtedly.
Let's run it again and just listen to the sound it makes when it hits his glove on that first angle. Let's have a listen.
Oh. What a save that is. Wow.
That's breaking my wrist.
Incredible save.
Quality goalkeeper, quality captain. Let's talk about those United forwards then. I mean, you said there, Edison Cavani's leaving the best players out. It's so difficult, the age he's at particularly, to be playing games. We've got another game in 2 days' time.
Yeah,
he may well start that.
Leaving the best players out, I wasn't really including Cavani in that. I know he's a top centre-forward, but as you say, he's coming to the end. I was thinking more of Mason Greenwood. I know he didn't come into the game, but I think when them three start together, Greenwood, Martial and Rashford, with Fernandes in behind, I don't think anybody can handle that. I think it's too good. It's great to have Cavani as an option coming on, as he did, and there will be some games he can play. I said before about the 12, 13, 14 players that I think United have to have fit to maintain a challenge. It is still right, but there will be games where these players, where Dan James coming like he did at Leeds last week, like Cavani can do in spells as well. So, look, can they win the league? I don't know. I think they can challenge, but I just see Liverpool as too good for anybody else in this league at the minute.
Is Cavani United's best centre forward? Because you look at Vardy.
It's United's only centre forward.
Yeah, but you look at Vardy playing every week for Leicester City. Why can't Cavani play every week for Manchester United? If he's the best centre forward, he's a similar age.
Yeah, good point, Sab. But I just think
another one.
You made one this afternoon, yeah. I just think the better option is probably Martial because of his pace, his speed. Probably United play on a counter-attack a lot more. It probably suits him more than it does Cavani. But Cavani will have a big part to play. He's capable of scoring 15, 20 goals, even if it's from the bench.
There you go. Does that answer your question?
Yeah.
Pretty good. Right.
The draw was the right result. So they've got an excellent manager. Brendan Rodgers is a top-class manager. And paired with that, they've got a really good team, a really good group of players. So, look, I don't expect them to be up second. I think they're overachieving slightly when you look at the likes of Manchester City, you look at the likes of Chelsea, Manchester United, the money these teams have spent. But he makes up with the way he coaches. The recruitment has been excellent. Fofana, what a signing he is. Harvey Barnes, look, I've liked him ever since he came on the scene. He had a bit of a quiet spell, but now he's playing with real confidence. And they're a good team. Tielemans as well. I thought he was excellent indeed in the middle of the pitch as well. He's got some really good players and they're brilliantly coached by him.
I still wonder whether we generally think, though, that they're overachieving because they're Leicester. Like, if Arsenal over the last couple of seasons had bought these players and were sitting second in the league, I wonder whether we would still have that same conversation. It's a hard mindset to get away from. But we made that mistake in 2016.
Because it's Leicester City, but they've won the Premier League more recent than Manchester United, more recent than Arsenal, more recent than... I'm trying to think of else. Well, Spurs. Well, who hasn't? So because it's little old Leicester, but you now look at the training facilities, £100 million spent on that. Players will go there because of the training ground facility, because of the manager.
England internationals.
Brendan Rodgers makes players better.
You say players will go there, sir, but they won't go there instead of Man United.
Correct.
They won't go say...
How would you change that mentality? Because they've won the Premier League. So if you're a top player, when you look at Spurs, would you still go to Arsenal above a Leicester City? That is the big question, even though they're down for...
You two can answer that as former players.
I probably would, yeah.
Why?
It's a good
Arsenal,
question.
It's a big club, and it's a bigger club.
But Leicester City got more chance of winning stuff with the manager they have.
Arsenal just won the FA Cup. Don't forget that.
Good point. Yeah, good. That's one
Thank you.
good
Is that
point.
one?
That's
Yeah.
one you've made
Thank
today.
You know, when you say they're a bigger club, what do you mean by that? Like, if you're a
I think there's
footballer, you
more-
want to play for a
more
good
potential.
manager with good facilities, and
Yeah, I think Arteta's a good manager as well.
Would you want to play for Brendan Rodgers or Arteta right now? The way
Right
the
now,
teams,
Brendan
the way
Rodgers
the way
right
the
now.
teams play.
Yeah, if Brendan Rodgers was manager of Arsenal, yeah, I'd rather. No, Brendan Rodgers. Look, they're both great coaches. Obviously, Brendan Rodgers is a top class coach. You know that. He's proved it over years. What he did at Celtic, at Liverpool, did a really good job, and what he's doing here is brilliant. Can he go on now to a?
I think Brendan Rodgers is an elite manager, and he could manage a top team in Europe. I know he's managed Liverpool, come so close. Celtic, look what he done at Celtic. You know, now he's.
Well, where can you see him going from here, then?
Well, you got to think which jobs would become available in the
Arsenal?
Premier League. You know, City, no. Pep's signed a new contract. Spurs, no. Manchester United, no. So, you know, listen, I'm not saying leave Leicester City, but what I'm saying is I think he's an elite manager who could manage an elite team. Because, listen, when Scholes's won all those trophies at Manchester United and still saying it's... Scholesy hasn't said it's little old Leicester, but it's still the mentality of a player. Would you go to Leicester or even Arsenal now, who've mentioned in 14th or 15th place in the Premier League because it's a bigger club, even though they won the FA Cup, but Leicester City won the Premier League not 4 or 5 years ago. It's a good debate.
but keep improving, keep on building, keep the manager, develop the stadium in line with how well they've developed the training ground, maybe add some more seats if possible. It's not out of this world to think that Leicester can be a regular top four side. They nearly did it last season. They're doing it this season. They won the league 3 or 4 years ago.
They won the league 3 or 4 years ago, but then they lost their best players. Kante went to Chelsea.
Which is what will always happen with the
That's
club
the
like
big
Leicester.
thing.
Can they attract
Correct.
the really big players? It's like they're making
the
really
ones.
good signings, not the big end signings. They're making ones that they're almost taking a gamble on, like Fofana, 19 years of age, 20, I know he is
so
now.
good.
But what a player he looks.
Harry Maguire going on to captain Manchester United. You know, players they're bringing in seem to go out as well. But what they do, that recruitment process, when one goes, if they buy something for 10 million, they'll sell them for 30, 40, 50 million, but they've got another one coming in for a similar money, then they sell on again. So when will be the point where Leicester can attract the massive stars and keep
And
the
that's,
ones?
that's why the type of club they are. If it's Man United, you're paying 80 million to win the league.
Yeah.
You're not paying taking a risk buying a player for £10 million to hopefully get him selling for £30, £40 million. That's the difference in the clubs.
It's a challenge. But I think we're all in agreement from ownership down. This is a massively impressive
Unbelievable.
football
Brilliant.
club.
Fantastic.
Yeah, brilliant.
And an impressive goal as well. Sadly, though, it's not a goal that will belong to Jamie Vardy because they have made the decision. It's an own goal from
Yeah,
Tuanzebe.
it was again Perez on for 4 minutes like Cavani was for Manchester United. I know Ollie was saying try and stop the cross. You know, just see there, it's a great cross. But Vardy's movement there, just watch where he knows instinctively where that ball's going to land. I remember Scholesy, you and Gary Lineker, and was it Real talking about centre forwards in the Champions League?
Yeah.
Instinct there, Scholesy.
Yeah, perfect. And that was a great example of it. He just comes after 2 centre halves. OK, gets a little bit of luck. And you have to say, Perez, again being here, he absolutely smashed that ball across. But it's a centre forward reading the situation. Gets a little bit of luck, but he deserved it.
Yeah, that was a good game of football on Boxing Day. You said at the beginning how much you loved playing on days like this. That was great.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed, hammering scores in the debates.
Did that happen? I don't remember that.
I really enjoyed Sav's one good point.